Rural companies have some extra challenges. Urban companies are located near a lot of international banks and law firms and ports, so they have more close access to information. Rural companies don't have so much proximity, so they have to overcome that. The U.S. Commercial Service is the federal government agency that has the closest proximity to companies. We're within driving distance of most rural companies in the U.S. So we're kind of the point of the spear for all federal agencies. There are 20 federal government agencies that have something to do with exporting. So it can be a real alphabet soup for companies to know who does what and who they should call for what kind of assistance. The U.S. Commercial Service, being that we're close by, we're often providing information to rural companies on how they can access not just the services of our agency, the U.S. Department of Commerce, but also lots of other federal agencies.
I think being centered in a rural area has been excellent for us for a number of reasons. One of the big things that gets asked, but why do you, how do you operate from there internationally? You've got this tiny little airport, and you got to fly out of there every time. Well, it's actually a benefit, because I've worked out a couple of times that I can wake up in the morning to catch a flight after someone in Minneapolis who's in a major metropolis, and I can leave my home after they do because of traffic and security, catch a 30-odd minute flight into Minneapolis and then out to Amsterdam or wherever I'm going. This is a prominent agricultural market in the world. It is well known as that around the world, so we've got a lot of international visitors that want to know what's going on here, and they trust that our products are world leading.
If you're in a small town, as we are, in North Dakota we have the problem where we don't have enough workers, where the unemployment rate is 2.3% currently, and it's very hard to attract new talent to the company. So we spend a lot of time in automation. We spend a lot of time making sure everything we do is done in the most efficient way possible.
Being in a rural area, being in the middle of North Dakota, has been challenging, but really the thing to overcome it has been just travel time. So we've basically are open to travel to meet any customer anywhere in the world at almost any time. Maybe we meet 3 or 4 or 5 different prospects when we go to, say, Philadelphia, where there is a hub of pharmaceutical manufacturing. And it's just being diligent and working hard at it.
Well, I think in today's world, the business world, the world has become so small now that between email and especially Skype now, you can do video conferencing along with email that, aside from actually going to all these places, which is not feasible, it makes it a real small world by teleconferencing. But people also find it enlightening to find a company that's located where we are, doing so well.